Hey everybody, and welcome to Dee Talk Live. Monday nights, love. Love is all around. How is everybody? How are we all doing? What are we all doing? What is everybody up to tonight? What are we thinking? Today is the 1st of February and I cannot believe that it is the 1st of February. It's crazy. We're in a new month. We're in a new time. We're in a new cycle in our lives. It's crazy. It's 2021. And today we have another amazing D-Love topic ready to go, ready to enrich everybody's lives and ready to push it forward and set those boundaries going. I hope everybody is doing well and you're all fabulous. Tonight's D Talk Live addresses the topic of when we first get into a relationship and how it makes us feel initially. And then gradually throughout the relationship, what pretty much characteristics and things make us love this person so much to keep that going. So today we decided to ask the question of what was the first impression you got from your partner? And if you feel the same way, so do you feel the same way about your partner from when you first met them? Is it something that's still quite magical and is a memory fixated in your mind, something that drives you crazy still? And the first initial meeting, what was it that actually brought up those feelings of positivity and beauty towards the relationship to form the foundation that it has now? So years ago, when I first met my partner, the first things that we discovered with one another was the magic, the electrifying energy between us. Because you always have that initial attraction within somebody that brings you guys together. And that's what happened with us. So I actually did look like Cleopatra, like I said in the post, which is hilarious. And he was very tall, dark, and handsome. He was beautiful. And basically, what brought us together was the energy that we had and the attraction that we had with one another. And it's pretty hilarious because I was quite well known and so was he. But we never actually met until that day. And we had known of each other in somewhat sense and went to the same places, but we never met. We actually never met. So that's why I believe so much in divine timing as well. And when the right time is supposed to happen, that's when you meet that beautiful person in your life and you start such a great relationship. So when I first met him, I thought he was quite intelligent. He had a heart of gold or a heart of light, as I will always say about him. He was beautiful, he was charming, he was a gentleman, and he was very respectful. And that's what we want from each other. We want others to be respectful of us and us to be respectful of others, because it's what you actually mirror. It's what you want. So what you give out to somebody is what you want to receive. And that's love and unity, which is what we always talk about. So are these types of underlining feelings that procreate your beautiful existence, which is your relationship, and later down the track, do these feelings of wanting to be with somebody or feeling a specific way for somebody continue and keep on going? Because that's what usually happens, right? So do we feel the same way? Are we still attracted to them in the same way? Do they give us that buzz still? Is it something that's always going to be there? So for me, throughout the years, it was consistently always there because we were in love and we loved each other. But as the years go by, your love grows to a bigger and better level because you're able to see that person in somewhat of a different light because you know them so much better. So you're experiencing them and you're getting to know them. And that's how a relationship is formed and the foundation is set as well. How is everybody? Hello. Hi, everyone. So in regards to the first impression, what type of first impressions have you received in a relationship? And even if you're with them or if you're not with them, what drew you to actually be attracted to them in the first place and wanting to be with them and creating a life with them? They're the most important questions. What drew you in? What made you feel a specific way? And why you're possibly still with them or why you're not with them. Because some people that I'm talking to tonight are not with their partners anymore, They're not in those relationships anymore. But those relationships set lessons, set boundaries, set specific ideals so they could understand to understand in reality to what they want their relationship to be like, So do you feel the same way as you did? Hell yeah, I did. I still felt amazing, and that's what made me realize that this person was not only somebody that I wanted to start a relationship with, he was the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, because he was my all. And that's where that you're not only a couple, you're a power couple, because you bring out the best in each other, not the worst in each other, right? So if somebody brings out the worst in you, that's how you know that this person is not necessarily for you, right? And in regards to setting a first impressions are the most important in a lot of cases, because it's what you make, what type of impression you make to people in general as well. So when they first meet you, how they see you. And, unfortunately, society is quite judgmental. So they're always going to judge you for what they see to start off with. That's why we always say everybody sees you or as what you appear to be, but no one actually experiences who you really are because they haven't spent enough time with you. So making a first impression, even if you're in a room and you're talking to a lot of, there might be a big amount of people, it's what you bring to the table and how they view you, because that's going to be the most important thing for you. Whether it be going for a job, whether it be meeting somebody, it's the type of impact we make on them and what they're going to remember and what they're going to understand from us through our character, through the way we are as a person. And then they're always going to remember us for that. And that's obviously got to do with our identity as well. So what they see is what they understand. Therefore, that's how they see you and know you. So it's one point of the person that you are, the persona you carry and the character you are, in order for them to understand who you are and what you're trying to bring to the table. So first impressions are always so important, especially in relationships, because that's how our partners justify, do I want to be with this person? Or do I like this person? Or is this person somebody that I can see myself with? Because they're able to initialize that, the first meeting. And that first meeting is the most important meeting, because it's basically their decider on, and your decider obviously, okay, so it's a two-way street, sorry guys, whether or not you actually want to be with this person or they want to be with you. So they're able to make that decision firsthand, because they're able to not only feel the energy in the room, but feel your character and see if the conversation is flowing, or see if it's getting you anywhere, or seeing whether your characters mix well, because it depends on how well the conversation might be going. Is it flowing? Is it like a dead silence? I've heard many stories where a lot of my friends have been with people and they're in a conversation with these people and it's just a dead silence, and they're like, oh my God, how awkward is this? Because it is, it's part of, understanding one another. And if you're awkward and then they don't know what to say, which is hilarious, because they're sitting there going, oh my God, should I say this? Should I say that? I don't know what to say. So you're even scared to actually add to the conversation because you think that you're going to make a mistake. But in reality, if you guys were getting along so well, right, the conversation would just flow. It'd be like you've known each other forever. And that's where this whole trademark, this branding of soulmate comes into perspective, or or new love interest, or title, of boyfriend, girlfriend, future sort of thing comes into perspective. It comes from the initial flowing of the conversation and the situation you're in. So the awkwardness is not really going to help the situation, is it? Obviously not. So many times, if you see that, you guys are getting along and the conversation is, happening, or it's, pushing those boundaries that are beneficial for the next step in the relationship you want to go with this guy or girl, right? Why not? Why not? So it's literally all about maintaining those foundations and making that first impression, especially if you go out on a date. Because I've heard so many bad date stories, and my girlfriend actually told me about this website, or this page on Facebook, sorry, if you guys are interested, and it's called Melbourne's Worst Dates or something, I think she told me. I'm not too sure. If you guys Google it, you'll be able to find it. But I think every state has got one of these pages, and it's a Facebook page, and it's hilarious. And if you go on there, you're able to read some of the most hideous, horrible, disastrous dates that have happened to these people, and they're really funny, because you not only read about what's happened to these poor people, but you're able to dissect exactly why it's happened. And obviously, it's experimental, and it's also great because it gives other people knowledge, because they might have been in the same type of relationship or date, or on something, on some sort of online thing or other. But very interesting. And see if you maybe agree with some of these dates and stuff. It was hilarious when she actually told me about it. I go, no way. She's like, yeah, there's an actual page. You should go have a look at it, and it'll be good for, obviously what we do here at What Dee Thinks, and research, because that's what I always do. We always put out the research and put it out there. I hope everybody is doing splendidly. You guys rock. Thank you for joining me. And I'm hoping that you're all quite well and moving along splendidly and forwardly. I still can't get over the fact that it's February and we're into a new month. Happy new month to everybody, especially to my viewers overseas. As we say in Greek, kalomina se olus. And yeah, I think we're done for the night, guys. Yes, exactly, it was. Just saying, the first impression is always the most important, and people are saying that all around. Obviously, what am I going to say? So this Thursday there will be no Dee Talk Live. I can see you all crying now, lol, because you guys rock and I love you. Because I am going on a short, well-deserved little trip holiday, and I'm very excited about it. I will see you guys next Monday for Dee Love Talk, and obviously next Thursday for Dee Talk Live. We have got so much to go through. There are massive things happening, which is amazing, on the horizon, as I always say. I'm very excited that I get to see you all and spend so much time with you guys. Thank you for all your love and support, your messages, your constructive criticism that makes us so much more stronger, and your beautiful belief. As I said 2 seconds ago, no Dee Talk Live this Thursday. Dee's on holidays. Woo! I'm so excited. And I'll see you guys next Monday for Dee Love Talk. I love you all so much. Please take care of each other and rock on. Rock on with these relationships and find that beautiful significant other. Let's do that. Yeah? Love you. Love you so much, guys. Have an amazing evening. Look after